and I'm still here in Hua Hin in Samroyat. I think it's about 40 kilometers south from Hua Hin. I'm gonna be using my hand once again, so this video is gonna be shaky, and I'm gonna go back and forth between them. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Alex, and I'm traveling to different countries and living life to the fullest as much as I can. And along the way, I'm giving you guys some tips and some hints on how to come into the countries, and just basically letting you guys see what life is living abroad. So today we're about 4 hours away, 3.5 hours away from Bangkok. We came south. My friend and I were staying at this resort. It's actually really nice. It's really a family resort. And hi, Alfred. Nice to see you. If you guys can hear me and see me, please write in the comment section. That'll be very much appreciated. So that's it, guys. Let's get started. So first of all, if this video is going to be grainy after the upload, I apologize. I'm trying to do my best to use the GoPro, to use different things to try to make the live streams better, but unfortunately I don't have any success. Maybe because, howdy, hi, Fernway. I don't have any success because the internet connection sometimes isn't good here, or for whatever reason, I'm just not technically savvy, I guess. Oh, thank you. You can hear me well. Excellent. Now let's get into it, guys. So if you guys are coming to Thailand, my first hint, my first tip would be loud and clear. Thanks, Alfred. My first tip would be to not. If you have only 2 weeks, if you're going to work hard all day, every day, and you only have 2 weeks on your vacation in a year, quality is good too, Fernand. Strong desire to travel. I have a strong desire to travel too. So back to what I was saying. I personally would not recommend risking Thailand right now if you only have weeks on your vacation. Just because you are tested on the first day here and you're tested on the 5th day here, the chances of getting COVID are about 5 out of 100, or if someone is infected near you and you don't know, because many people apparently are using fake tests and things like that to come into the country. Now, I don't want to fearmonger once again. That's just my personal opinion. After being here for about 3 months and seeing what I'm seeing, there's a lot of things that I would tell people maybe to reconsider. Coming on 18 for 3 months, I'm okay with the risk. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, 3 months, excellent. Even 3 or 4 weeks is good enough. But I just think for those that are coming here for just 2 weeks, I think if you have no other reason to be here, it may be not a good enough risk. But that's just my opinion. Once again, everybody's different. I can't say anything because I came here myself. So, but I'm staying here long term. So that's the first tip. The second tip would be just rental, right? So let's talk about, guys, if you have any questions, by the way, write them down below. I try to engage with everyone in my videos and my regular uploads and the live streams. Makes things a lot more fun and enjoyable and gives everybody something to talk about, right? So right now, I'm here at Dolphin Bay Resort. The beach is right behind me. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we'll go for a walk once again. It's right there, so it's just literally 5 feet away from the resort. I'm here. Your Wi-Fi was getting bad. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I'm not even using Wi-Fi right now. I'm using the, what do you call it? The data. Am I using data? Data, so I'm gonna have to walk around. I don't want to do a live stream stationary. I'm sure some people might want to see like different things. So I'm gonna walk around and tell you guys the things that we're talking about. If you guys are just joining the channel, I'm here in Hua Hin, 3 hours away from Bangkok. Okay, there we go. So we're away from the hotel. I think it was connecting to the Wi-Fi, even though I was using the data. So hopefully now it should be back to normal. This is the type of crap I'm talking about. Like, why does technology have to be like this? I'm a grown man and I should be able to use like internet without having problems. Okay, perfect, much better. Guys, how is the wind? Is the wind too strong from the ocean? If it is, I'll go back to some other place so we don't have to hear the wind. If the wind isn't an issue, I'll continue from here. Please let me know if the wind is a problem for you guys in the comment section. Agreed. Okay, let's see. Live chat. A little strong, yes. Okay, so I feel the wind. The people parasailing behind me. I'm gonna go ahead somewhere where it's not so windy so we don't like waste time. Let's go ahead somewhere different. I'm gonna walk down this alleyway away from the wind. Okay, so there we go. Hopefully you guys can still see the beach behind me. And this building might cover some of the wind blowing from the east east side or west side. Not that I know where my bearings are. There we go. Going back to some tips. So, tip number 2 is maybe plan out exactly what you want to do, right? Because right now Bangkok bars and clubs aren't really open, right? So only restaurants are serving alcohol until 9 and some places until 11. And some bars are able to serve alcohol only if they've converted into also serving food, right? So if they're basically a restaurant now. So keep that in mind. Places are empty, so you get a chance to really enjoy beautiful Thailand in that way. And if you're renting a place, think, for example, you can definitely stay at a hotel, right? But if you don't like a hotel vibe, there are many options in Thailand, especially Bangkok area, to rent long-term for a very reasonable cost. So what do I do when I go traveling for a month or two and I need a place? I simply use Airbnb. But if you select monthly rentals for 30 days or longer, first of all, you get drastic discounts, so 50% or higher. Secondly, I usually just message the owner, right? I send him a message, say, hey, my name is Alex, I'm on a budget. I really like your place. Would you consider accepting, like, let's say 30%, even less? For example, the place I'm staying was 800 bucks a month. Then with the monthly discount, it went to 500 bucks a month. Then I sent them a message. I said, would you accept 350 bucks a month? And they said, yeah, sure. So then I saved myself, there you go, another 150 bucks a month by just simply messaging the owner and asking them if they'll accept a lower fee. So we just got a comment from someone. Sorry guys, let me take a look. So the comment is, Michael says, we're supposed to come to Bangkok and Pattaya at the end of March for 2 weeks, but looks like I will postpone the trip for later. A bit bummed out, but such is life. Yeah, like, once again guys, 2 weeks, you can still do it and you might just be totally fine with it and nothing might happen. You could be the 90 so on percent of people that come here fine. But I'm just reading so many stories of people testing positive and having to go through like hell just to like have their insurance cover it and all these different things that they don't really tell you about, right? Like, and now the Thailand officials are calling hotels to confirm that you've paid for everything before they can approve your pass in Phuket specifically. So I know you're bummed out right now. Just wait, because March is still about 4 weeks away or even longer based on what you told me. And things can change. Thailand might just decide, you know what, people are not coming in. Let's just scrap the 5th day testing. And that alone might help you a lot, because I think one test is on the 2 plane before you come. And chances of you catching COVID on the plane are very low. Comparing out and just going around, mingling, partying, being along the locals, eating. Of course, chances of catching COVID, the people that still have a good time. But personally, you know, you earned your 2 weeks very hard, working all year long. I wouldn't risk it in Thailand right now, especially with all the risk. Let's go back this way so you guys can hear me. Oh, fuck me. Sorry guys, I'm swearing. Cut it in and out again. So now I guess this is where I'm staying. So the stupid phone is trying to connect to the internet and I'm using my friend's phone. I don't even know how to like adjust the Wi-Fi setting. Let me see if I can fix it right now. So no Wi-Fi. So it's kind of disconnect. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys for keeping me posted about the quality of this crap, because I don't want to waste my time or your time if it's not good. So that's that. Better, okay, cutting in and out. There we go. Yeah, see, I didn't even think of that, because I just realized I'm next to the hotel or place. So Michael appreciates my videos, always can count on you for the latest info and up-to-date info. Thank you. No, you're welcome, guys. Like, if you don't know, that's my, I don't want to get too personal, but why not? I mean, you guys are talking to me, so I might as well talk to you guys. My dream in life is to help people, like people in need, people that are like less fortunate, but right now I'm not in that position to do so. So what was the best thing? If I can help you guys with information. And since I'm here, why not try to spread that information as soon as I can? And it'll give me something to do daily basis, because I don't do much during the day, right? So this is great for me and for you guys. So I appreciate the support, the feedback, and I'm really happy to be helping people. And eventually, if the channel becomes big enough, I'm gonna go ahead and help some other people Actually, I'll share another piece of information. I just got paid by YouTube AdSense, so Google Ads, my first YouTube paycheck. It's not much, but I always said that if I make any money from YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and donate it. So within the next couple weeks, maybe month, I'm gonna go ahead and take that paycheck and give it to some, I don't know, some sort of charity, community. I'm gonna find out a good place, and I'm gonna like share that with you guys too. Not for like views, but just so you guys know that I kept my word when I said if I make any money from YouTube, I'll be giving it out to people. So I think someone asked where I live in Toronto or in Canada. Let's see. So, yeah, so Fernand says, where in Canada are you from? I'm from Toronto originally, but right now my house is in Cambridge. So I'm living in Kitchener-Waterloo area, about an hour west of Toronto, if you guys don't know. Because of course I can't afford prices of homes in Toronto itself, over $1 million for like a piece of crap place. Yes, exactly, you guessed right. Toronto is a great guess since I've been to Buffalo. Oh, there's like bugs all over me. And that's the other thing, guys. If you're scared of insects and all that stuff, like roaches, centipedes, I haven't seen any centipedes, thankfully, but I did see some cockroaches, little ones, baby ones, but some big ones that are flying. A nightmare story. I was getting into my building and I had some food with me, and it was my first day at the condo, and I didn't know which elevator to take, and I think I went into the wrong elevator, like the service elevator, and I opened the door, and right away I noticed it was a little bit different, a little bit maybe darker. And as soon as I stepped in, I looked up, and it was like a horror movie. Like there was like at least 4 or 5 big roaches, like this big, just crawling around the elevator. And if I had got into the elevator and the door closed, I would have passed out easily. So Fernway says he was born in Toronto but lives in Vancouver. Oh, I've heard Vancouver's a beautiful place, but you know, I don't got that kind of money to be going to Vancouver, because a trip to Vancouver is more expensive than a trip to Cuba, right? So why not go take a 1-week all-inclusive vacation than to go ahead and fly across Toronto to Vancouver? Oh, Freddie's from St. Catharines. Freddie, St. Catharines, beautiful. I've been there a couple times. Of course, on the way to Niagara Falls mainly. But yeah, St. Catharines is nice, away from Toronto, the hectic area, but I know it's getting busy there too. Guys, 7 people are watching right now, and I don't see 1 thumbs up. So what is that all about? You guys don't like my video? I don't know if it makes a difference, but hit that thumbs up button. Oh, you used to live in Guelph. Freddie, I used to live in Guelph too, man. Guelph is a beautiful place. University of Guelph, right? On Woodlawn, or yeah, Woodlawn, not Woodlawn, Edinburgh, right? I used to play soccer in Guelph all the time. I love Guelph. I used to work in a beef factory in Guelph called Better Beef. Worst 2 weeks of my life, because it was such hard work as a teenager. Oh, hey, oh, I better not die all up in here. I better watch where I'm going. Let me show you guys, I'm gonna read the comments in a second, guys. Just trying to, I really wish I had a gimbal. So once again, excuse the shakiness. I wasn't prepared for this, but I thought I'd come out here and share this with you guys. It's beautiful out here. There's a few people walking around the beach. This morning I woke up to a beautiful sunrise. I'll make a video of this place, of course, in the next few weeks. We had some beautiful breakfast, watched the sunrise. It was wonderful. And going back to your comments, let's see, what do people say? So, St. Catharines, someone says, Fernwood says, I hate huge roaches. Yeah, me too, it's scary. Guelph, yep, so true, dude, of course. I'm from Washington, D.C., but been to Vancouver several times while shooting documentary I did a couple of years ago. A documentary? Michael, you're shooting documentaries? I used to work in the film industry, actually. So I used to not organize, but yeah, I used to be part of the film industry in Toronto. It was really awesome to be part of that crew. Let's go back to the, okay, I think the wind is picking up again, so I'm gonna get off the main road. I don't know where else to go. Oh yeah, let's continue our walk back there since I've cut off the Wi-Fi. There's so many conversations going on, but I'll try to keep up. Guys, if you feel like wanting to use those super stickers and super chats to see your messages quicker, feel free to do so, but of course don't feel obligated to. I'm gonna try to answer everybody's questions as soon as I can in comments. Thank you, Firmware, for the thumbs up. Okay, so there we go. Let me drink some water. My mouth is drying up talking all this much. So enough negativity. Shall we start talking some positive things about Thailand? You know, let me go ahead. Oh yeah, they should sponsor me, Dolphin Bay Resort. I'm doing a video about their property here. I'm sure if I ask them, if the channel grows big enough, they might consider it. So, the great thing about Thailand, like, let's forget all the negative ways of getting here. But if you're willing to take the risk, the small risk, but still a risk, and get here into Thailand, the first thing you gotta notice is, of course, the weather. Everybody comes here for the beautiful tropical weather, beautiful, like barely rains. I think it rained twice in 3 months I've been here. Next is the food, right? So shabu. Shabu is one of those things, if you don't know, it's like a hot pot. So you go to a restaurant, you sit down, it's like a buffet, but you pick out your own vegetables, your own meats, and they give you a grill. One side can be a grill, the other side can be like boiling hot broth with flavor, and you just cook your own meat, spend a lovely time with yourself, with your friends, with your family, with whoever. And it only costs about $2.99 to like $4.99 depending on where you go. So imagine for $9 USD, you can have an all-you-can-eat beef buffet, meat buffet, shrimp buffet. So food here is fantastic. So that's one big thing about Thailand. And you can go to night markets, which I've been doing all the time. Night markets have some of the best local foods you can get. I went to a night market here, which is super local. I bought pad thai for 20 baht. That's less than $1. That's 66 cents. Imagine eating authentic pad thai for 66 cents. I bought some desserts for only 10 baht. So I don't know what, 30 cents? Not even. Imagine eating dessert for 10 cents. Imagine living a life where you don't have to worry about your like bottom line. How much does something cost, right? Imagine going somewhere and like looking at the menu and choosing what you want to eat without worrying about the price, you know? Like, I think most of us here probably aren't rich. Or if you are, I don't think you'd be watching my videos if you're rich. Anyways, so yeah, most of us living a normal life and we want some of the luxurious things, and you can get that here in Thailand. Look at me right now. I'm here at this beautiful resort, right? The air-conditioned room right in front of the ocean. You can see where that is, right? Free breakfast, everything included for only 60 US dollars a night. And that's like considered kind of expensive for me anyways. But it's wonderful. So you love the prices. Yeah, and I'm going to give you guys some more prices of things here in a second. So those of us that live in Canada and the US, anytime you get into a taxi, already the meter starts at like $5 or something like that. Over here, you can get across town for like $6 or $7. Imagine transportation not being an issue. Imagine like sitting in a cab, not worrying about that meter going up, you know, and ending up paying like $4 or $5 for just a whole taxi ride, 30 minutes across a major city. So those are some things that you have to remember when you come to Thailand. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's annoying and sometimes, but I think I should talk more positive things than negatives. I forget that, but I want to help you guys make best decisions for yourself, for your family, and not to miss out. Look at this flower. Imagine seeing a flower like this. Another tip. Next tip about coming to Thailand, guys. In the West, if you're driving and you see a red light, you're stopping, right? That doesn't always happen here in Thailand. More people have died from traffic accidents in one day than it has from COVID in a whole month, I think, here. Especially the Omicron variant. Traffic here, especially Bangkok and major cities, is horrible. Guys, be careful when you're out there. Don't just rely on zebra crossing and expect people to stop for you. They will not. And you don't want to get ran over and freaking, God forbid, die or get seriously injured. If you guys saw me, I got into a motorbike accident my second week I was here. It was unfortunate. I wasn't seriously injured. I had some bruises and stuff, but yeah, I wasn't wearing a helmet. Wear a helmet. If the guy that you're riding with doesn't have a helmet, ask for one. Just be safe, and especially if you guys are a little bit older, if you're retired, you don't want to deal with that kind of nonsense, right? Like, I was lucky. I held my head. I rolled over a couple times, but it wasn't serious. But the older guy that wasn't wearing a helmet, he was bleeding from the head. I don't even know if he's alive or whatnot right now, because I kind of walked away from the scene since I was using like a taxi service, so it wasn't really my problem. And the driver was like there with the other guys. So anyways, that's another tip. I'm gonna see where the comments or anything, chat, live chat, whatever this is. So those are the prices. One more thing about prices. Rent here is super cheap, especially if you don't have like luxurious taste. If you just want a regular condo or apartment with the basic amenities like pool, gym, air conditioner, TV, internet, water, electricity, all that included, you can rent those places anywhere from 200 to like 500 bucks. Now that's not bad for rent, you know, like think about it. 500 bucks for all-inclusive rent, living in the center of Bangkok, you know, can't really complain. I'm gonna go have a seat over there so my arm is less painful. Next live video, I promise to have a gimbal so I don't keep complaining about my arm and I'll be less shaky, but at least you guys can see this resort. and I can share this with you guys. There's a hammock here, a table tennis table, a table tennis table, a lot of tables. You can rent bikes, the motorbikes here to go around the beautiful, not island, but like city here. The Spider-Man on the wall. How's the connection now, guys? Can you guys see me and hear me clearly? Or is this still choppy, cutting in and out? Let me find a place to sit. I see some benches. There's hammocks here. Look at this greenery. Beautiful. Get away. Flies landing on me. Jason, you're back, man. Jason Finch is always suggesting I go to like R-rated places. I did go there. It's not my vibe. I'd rather not pay for my women. Freddie, Shabu is everywhere, man. Honestly, I cannot recommend a place. You'll see Shabu restaurants. So if you're from Canada, you'll see Shabu restaurants like you see Tim Hortons in Canada. They're everywhere. It's not like a specific place, but like they're literally everywhere. Along any soy, any like market, any mall you go, you'll see like Shabu places. So Jason Fish says you look beautiful. Thank you. I am beautiful. I feel beautiful. And this place is beautiful. So let me have a seat here and we'll get back to our conversation about life here in Thailand. Okay. So I do be sweating right now. Let me see what the messages are all about. Thomas, great to see you again, buddy. Glad to have you back on here. I'm just showing people the resort side of the place I'm staying. Freddie's asking about Shabu places. I told him they can find them anywhere. And Shabu is that beautiful barbecue and broth and soup and hot pot type style of eating buffet. I booked 2.5 months worth of hotel at about $1,200 a month with breakfast for two. Yeah, check. So $1,200. That'll be like 1 month rent in Toronto, not even. And you're staying at a hotel for 2.5 months for two people and breakfast included. That's awesome. And thank you for sharing those prices. Guys, so that's some tips. Furthermore, food delivery. Let's get into that. If you want some food. So here in Thailand, food is in abundance. But sometimes maybe it's raining, maybe you're tired, maybe you're lazy, and you don't want to go to a restaurant or get some food from the local vendors outside. You can simply order it delivery. And it's not like Canada or America where delivery service fees are high or food prices are high, relatively speaking. Over here you can eat for $2 or $3 or less, and then with delivery and tip maybe $5. That's wonderful, right? Can you imagine, like, Jason Finch? This is not, bro. Is this Lumpini place? No, this is actually in Hua Hin. So Joni or Johnny, sorry, I can't really know your name. Joni, this is in Hua Hin. Is Samroyat, about 40 kilometers south of Hua Hin, about 3.5 hours drive south of Bangkok. I came here to this beautiful resort called Dolphin Bay Resort. I'm staying here for a couple days because I was tired of the city life, and I came here to enjoy the beach, which is really close to the pool. And I'm staying here for only $60 a night, which includes everything, and basically a private beach to ourselves, which is right across the hotel right there. Going back to food delivery. So here you can get use an app called Grab. You can use Grab for transportation and food delivery. You can use an app called Bolt for transportation. You can use Lineman. You can use Robinhood. You can use Food Panda. There's countless apps you can use. I recommend Grab. They're a bit more professional. You can see the drivers on the map where they are, and it's cheap, it's affordable. You can deliver food from anywhere, any time of day if you're staying in Bangkok. So why did you come to this place exactly, Dolphin? So Fernway, I came to Dolphin Bay specifically because I'm staying with a friend and she recommended checking out Samroyat Beach. The beach area is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, but it's really windy and you guys can't hear me. I did a live stream yesterday on the beach, but that's why I came here, because she recommended it. And I wanted to get away from Bangkok for a bit, so why not? some more questions. Let me answer them. The Thai government needs to let the ladies. I'm just gonna go ahead and ban you, buddy. I'm tired of talking about ladies all the time. Guys, if you want to talk about nightlife, ladies, dating, all that, I'm gonna start like a membership program where we can have live streams specifically for members that want to talk about like dating, adult stuff, and things like that. Now, let's go back to the regular. No one there, only you. Does someone recommend? So we talked about that. So Joni, there are people here actually. There's a couple families here, a couple tourist families. I had breakfast with some people. They have a dog. People are swimming. Let me go ahead and show you guys a little bit more of that. So yeah, there are people here, but it's a lot less crowded than some other places, especially during COVID. So I assume like there's some people playing foosball over there. I assume that most of you guys are working a 9-to-5 job or some kind of job. And imagine just getting away from all that. Imagine coming here and just relaxing and waking up without the alarm and going out for breakfast and watching the sunrise. That's what I did this morning, and it was wonderful. And imagine spending the day at the pool, like next to the pool, jumping in the water or sitting in a hammock, doing whatever, having a coffee in one of these chairs and just like watching the ocean across from you. Look at these palm trees or coconut trees. I don't even know what they are, but like they're beautiful, nice and tall. Yep, buffet breakfast, definitely. It was buffet breakfast and also a la carte. So I got myself a fresh omelet cooked for myself. I ate everything. I'm not usually a breakfast person, but you know, when there's a buffet free breakfast, you can't really pass it up, right? So I had an omelet, then I had some fruit, had a coffee. I even had some Thai breakfast, like fried rice in the morning. Why not? When in Rome, right? You gotta enjoy these days. Fernway says, so roughly, let's say Thailand food delivery for one person is about a quarter of the price in Thailand. Yes, definitely a quarter of the price. So for example, in Canada, if I want to order like a medium pizza, let's say it's $9.99. Then I gotta, like that's just saying $9.99. Then I gotta pay 13% tax, so it comes to about $11.30, $11.50, right? Then you gotta pay about $1.50 delivery fee. Now it's looking at $15. And then you gotta tip the driver. Now you've paid about 20 bucks for a medium pizza, which is ridiculous. 2 times 3. So over here for 20 bucks, you can have a buffet for 2 people. Imagine that, cooking buffet for 2 people. It's crazy. So we're getting closer to the beach. But it's getting windy again, so that's why I didn't want to do this, because the winds are strong, the tides are strong, you guys can see it. But I think it's good for the viewers to at least get a glimpse of the beach. I'm gonna stop talking for a few seconds so you guys can really enjoy this view, and then I'll get back to talking in a couple minutes. But look how high these waves are. They're just like splashing against the beach. People trying to surf, people parasailing. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'll catch you guys in about 2 minutes. So we're staying right here at Dolphin Bay Resort. So I am definitely, Joni, I am not just staying here at the hotel. The friend I'm with, she's got a car. So last night we went around to a night market, which is about 20 kilometers away from the beach. It was a wonderful experience. We listened to some live karaoke about people singing Thai music, interacted with some locals, tried some unique foods. Then we went around to Hero Park. I'm gonna make a video about all this, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so you can watch the videos I'm gonna make about this place in the future. This is just a live stream, but I'm gonna do a proper video about my stay here in a few weeks. Oh, some bikers. All right, so that's the beach. That's about as loud as it's gonna get, because it's usually not like that. So did I get that on video? Oh, the night market? Yes, I got the night market on video, and I'm gonna go ahead and post that, like I mentioned, in a couple weeks. So hopefully you get a chance to see it. Actually, I have a video about a night market ready to be posted, but I don't think it's exciting enough, so I'm not gonna do it. As of right now, I don't want to bore you guys. Usually I do weekly videos of my travels on Sundays. This week, I don't think I have enough time to upload it and edit it. That's why I'm doing this live stream back-to-back days. But yeah, turn on the bell notifications so you know when I'm doing these live streams or when I'm posting a video about random things. I'm gonna go ahead and come on this side. This is where the buffet was. So we had breakfast right at the front there at 6:30 a.m. Watched the sunrise from right between the two mountains. It was a beautiful scene for sure. So now we have less wind, luckily. We can get back to talking. Oh, whoa, what's happening here? Can you guys see me? There we go. Yeah, so roughly Thailand food delivery service is maybe 25%, maximum about 30% of food delivery service in the West. You never have to cook here, and that's why so many apartments here don't have kitchens, because there's no need to have a kitchen when you can buy food for a couple dollars and save yourself all the hassle of cooking, grocery shopping, all that stuff. And that's the other thing. You can order stuff from 7-Eleven, free delivery. Imagine you want a bag of chips, but don't feel like going out, right? What's the point? Imagine you want toothpaste, but don't got one. You don't want to go out. So you get it delivered for like 50 cents. And the toothpaste price included. That's my point. So that's why so many people come here to Thailand. It's not really about some of the other stuff you might see, but even life itself, living as a local can be really rewarding and beneficial, right? You get so much in return for the hard-earned money that you've made. Like in the West, in Canada, even if you have a good salary, cost of living is so high, right? Imagine like how much rent is, your car insurance, cell phone bill. My cell phone bill, it wasn't even something special. I was paying about $80 for basic things, maybe 4 gigs of data. Over here, you can have unlimited internet for an entire month for $7. $7, unlimited internet. What? What are you talking about? Cheap. Things are cheap here in comparison. And if you come to places like this, or places that are not so touristy, even cheaper. So, just saying. Just saying. My arm is sore. What am I showing you guys? Fernway says, I can't fucking wait. I can't wait for you. So Joni says, is that cheap living in Bangkok? Honestly, yeah. So Bangkok, people, you can have the, okay, Bangkok is cheap and expensive depending on, okay, excuse my finger, but my arm is getting sore. Bangkok is cheap considering. So rent is cheap, so you can get a place for about $300 a month renting in Bangkok. Transportation, super cheap. You get a BTS, which is a sky train system, efficient, convenient, all around the city for like 50 cents a ticket, or even less, right? What else do you need? Phone bill, cheap. Internet is already included in your condo package. The gym, the swimming pool, including your condo package. Food, you don't need to eat more than like, what, $200 a month? So for about $600-700, you can live in Bangkok, a very good life, comfortable, if you don't smoke or drink or some crazy shit like that. And even if you want to, you can easily live here for under $1,000 a month. I can't even rent a place in Canada for that money, let alone live a life, you know? So that's why I love living in Bangkok. That's why I come to Thailand. This is my 4th time. But I think I'm gonna try some different places in a month, which when I leave Thailand, guys, so. I'm gonna see if I can rest this phone on a place. My arm do be hurting. I got no gimbal, got no handle, got no grip. I'm just using my weak arm. I'm sweating, I'm getting tan. I need to get a haircut too. I don't have much hair, but it's getting uneven. There's swings here. There's anything you want. This is just still only 10 a.m. in the morning. 11 a.m. in the morning. After this, we're gonna go ahead and, wait, let me put this down for a couple minutes. So, I live in, what's happening? Why do I look like this? I used to be handsome, shit. I'm getting old. Ugh. I don't like this lighting. Hold on. I need my confidence. This is not gonna give me confidence. Whoa. Oh, oh, oh. Is this better? I have to lean down a bit. So, this is stupid. Wait, guys, let me, wait, give me a second. Give me a second. This is what sucks about live streaming. I can't edit it, so you guys are gonna have to see the whole process of me making a video, unfortunately. This one here, is this better? Whoa. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Man, I got a double chin happening. I'm getting old. I'm becoming an old man Williams. That's my own nickname I give myself. Okay, so let's get back into answering some questions. I think Joni asked about where I live, which was the last one. Oh, Unnut, exactly. I live close to Unnut. It's a really cool place because it's about 4 or 5 BTS stations away from like Terminal 21 and like some of the Pond, like, you know, some of the M Quartier, whatever, those like big malls. It's like really close to the center, but you get some really good local pricing. So Unnut, Punawiti, and Udamsak are decent places to stay because they're close to the BTS, and you can get anywhere with the BTS in Thailand. Well, most places. Thomas says, Alex, if you haven't mentioned how far drive are you from yeah, so I mentioned briefly, right now about a 3.5 to 4 hour drive away from Bangkok. I'm staying here in Samroyat Beach, which is about 30 or 40 kilometers away from Hua Hin, which is the most popular area. We went to Hua Hin yesterday. I have some footage over there. I'm gonna make a nice video about this place in a couple weeks. For now, it's gonna be just the live streams, and hopefully if I have enough time, yeah, I don't think I will today, but so this week's video is gonna have to wait till maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna show you guys my first GoPro video. I'm so excited about it because it has much wider view angle, better quality, and it's less shaky, right? So you get to see a couple places I went to, a cool market, the train goes right through, went to some floating market, and I even tasted crocodile meat, and I'll show you guys what that went like. What else did I do? So that's coming up within a couple days, so hit the bell notification so you can see that video when it's released. So we're about 3.5 hours away from Bangkok right now, south of it. It's a beautiful drive coming down here, not very busy, and we got to see some really cool things along the way. So I went to a park where they had all the heroes of Thailand in the past like few hundred years, right? And these statues were like massive, probably 50 to 100 feet tall, and this park was huge, right? So that's the Thai people showing their honor, showing their respect and honoring these legendary heroes and kings of Thailand, which was kind of neat. I'm gonna put that in the video too. We went to a couple beaches, went to night markets. Oh, I found like a really cool airplane. So I'll show you guys. So just watch out for that video. It's gonna be really cool. I have not tried horse meat. I've heard it's been eaten before, but no, I haven't tried horse meat. You know, in Canada, we don't really have the opportunity. I don't know where to get horse meat. I'm sure it is somewhere. Oh, hello, handsome. Thank you. Hello, TNB, titties and butt. Jim says has better lighting. Who has better lighting? I do? You do? Who's sick? You're sick? I'm sick? So Curtis says very frustrating. The Thai pass clearly says book PCR hotel one day and day 5, day 1 March 3 4 days later March 7th. I already paid. Now it says day, yeah, WTF. Curtis, common sense and logic and pure facts sometimes do not matter here in Thailand, guys. This is why it's important to use my services. No, I'm joking. If you guys, I was considering maybe like offering to help people for like 50 or 100 bucks, depending on what they want, to help them with a Thai pass, to, you know, give them a chance to like not worry about that, and I can do everything I can because I've applied for several before. All have been approved. So if you guys want that too, let me know, send me an email or something, and I'll do your Thai pass for you guys at a price, obviously. But if not, then no, don't worry about it. What else are we talking about? Live chat. So, Curtis, yeah, I know it's frustrating. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. I would just email them, tell them your concern. Hopefully, they can get back to you with the proper information. So TNB asks if $1,000 would allow a decent lifestyle in Thailand. I would say absolutely yes. $1,000 US would give you a very good lifestyle here in Thailand. In Bangkok, specifically, and even more in different areas. So with $1,000, you pay for your rent, your internet, your water, electricity, heat, hydro, transportation, and eating out every single day and going to cafes daily. $1,000 will definitely be enough. So if you can scrape up $1,000 a month working online or something like that, you can live here in Thailand comfortably. $1,000 a month is more than enough to live in Thailand, especially if you're two people. Wow, if you have 2,000 a month, you're living like a king here. So, Joni says, do you like durians? Bangkok have many. Yeah, Bangkok has many durians and jackfruit. Unfortunately, I don't like it. I know it's not only the smell, but I tried durian. It's got a really like strong taste, right? It's like pungent. I don't know what the word is, but it's like, yeah, it's too much for me. It's too much of a fruit, too much flavor for my taste. Oh, so Jim says, yeah, better location with lighting now. Great. So let me go ahead and put this back down. I was just trying to show you guys some things, you know. I don't mind sitting somewhere and talking to you guys properly. Whoa, 42 minutes. I can't believe this was going on that long, because I'm having such a great time with you guys. So next question. We have Namburi says, Jim says better lighting. Okay. Namburi says, bro, is it suggestible to travel Thailand now, regardless of COVID situation, or need to wait for one more month? COVID restrictions in Thailand now. Please explain. So Namburi, I explained this earlier throughout the whole live stream, so just go back and watch it. I really don't want to explain that again, but in my opinion, if you only have 2 weeks, I don't recommend you coming here. If you have less than 2 weeks, definitely don't. If you have 3 weeks or longer, then I think it's worth coming to Thailand, because there's so much you can do right now. A lot of places are dead. You get to see temples by yourself like no one else has. Many tourist attraction areas are empty, so you get to see it in a way that's never been seen before. And what up, girl? What you saying? You want the key? The key to my heart? You guys want to see the girl I'm with? No? You don't want to? Hey, man. I mean, I try to show you guys my friend, but she don't want to be seen. She got something big old. Anyways, see you later. Okay. Anyhow, we're talking about coming here. I still recommend it if you have longer than 3 weeks and if you have nothing to lose, though. So, for example, if you're coming with your family, I don't recommend it, because the chance of one of you guys catching COVID obviously increases, right? So if you're coming by yourself for 3 weeks or longer, yeah, sure, come here. 95% chance of success. Fernway says, accidentally show her. Yeah, I would, but you know, I'm trying to like be respectful. But I don't know what her problem is. She doesn't want to be seen on camera. Oh, I think if I like ask her with a little bit more desire or suggestibility, she'll do it, but I don't want to force her. Let's see, what's next? Jim says, I just got my Thai pass approved 24 hours. My friend didn't, because the hotel didn't respond at the time and it was denied. Yeah, so Jim says he got his Thai pass approved, but his friend didn't because the hotel did not confirm in time. That's the other step, guys. So Thai pass application system is becoming even more annoying and more strict. Now that officials are calling hotels, requesting them to go ahead and confirm that you've paid for everything, right? So that's another thing you have to watch out for. Guys, if I'm missing some of these comments, please feel free to use the super chat, super stickers, so I can see the comments. If not, just wait along. I'm sure I'll get to them. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, because I'm going to have videos of this whole experience of mine in Thailand, weekly updates about my travels, and of course, important information. And going back to, some people are getting denied because hotels are not confirming their stay that they've paid. So officials are calling them, they're not confirming, and they deny your application. So one more thing to worry about, of course, unfortunately. TMB says, how's the food count? How's the food court in Terminal 1? So Terminal 1, if you guys don't know, is a really, really popular mall here. One station away from Asuk, I think, is in Pampong. And the food court, and along with all the stores, are wonderful. So like really luxurious, clean, high, like, what's the word I'm looking? High maintenance? No, luxurious stores, right? Like Gucci, Prada, all these things. And Terminal 21 has an amazing food court if you guys get a chance. And you can just go ahead and, let me go somewhere else so this kid can play here. You can check that out. Let me make my own. So, kids trying to play on the playground. What do you call this? A jungle gym. So the food terminal at Terminal 21, the food is great. Sitting down on this bench. I'll get to your questions in a second. Where can I sit? I think over here is fine. Okay, here we go. Sitting down. Ooh, I like this lighting. I'm even more handsome here. Live chat. So food is great, TNB. Accidentally show her, yeah, I wish, right? We talked about that. Maybe recommend the best hotels that can respond to, yeah. Jim, that's a little bit too much. I don't think I'm that. Jim says to recommend the best hotels that respond in time. Of course, I mean, there are thousands, if not tens of thousands of hotels here in Bangkok and Thailand alone, right? So in Bangkok alone, there's no way I would know which hotel responds quickly or which hotel doesn't. I don't know your budget. I don't know where you're staying. There's no way I can give you that information. But I recommend, obviously, a chain hotel would be more organized, therefore, theoretically, be responding more rapidly. But it comes down to somebody working at the front desk. You know, if someone calls, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, they hang up, right? If they don't speak English well or something. And it's really unfortunate. I don't even know why they're confirming this. So I know why they're doing it. So Thailand wants to be sure that you've already paid for all your stuff so you don't cancel, or if you don't have, like, for example, on Agoda, you can book something, apply for your Thailand pass, and once you have your Thailand pass, you can cancel your booking. So they want to make sure you don't do that. But why are they making things so difficult for two? Okay, there's like bugs all over here. Something just fell on my neck. I want to go somewhere different. So yeah, it's frustrating enough, but now they're going to try to make it even more difficult. I don't know why they're doing this. I wish they just kept it simple so people could come to the country. But yeah, I don't know which hotel has the best and quickest way of approving a Thai pass, or confirming a reservation, I should say. How hot is it there today? 30 plus. You look cool as dry. Actually, right now it's not so bad because we're right by the ocean and I can feel the wind already from here, the waves, everything. I'll say it's probably about 26, 25. It's beautiful weather. It's also kind of early in the morning. It's around 11 right now, so it hasn't got quite hot yet. But usually, yeah, I'll be boiling, I'll be sticky, I'll be, you know, all that stuff. Thailand can get really humid. Today is perfect weather to go in the water and just like hang around. What else we got here? So Joni says, are you married to the Thai girl? Joni, I'm not married to anything but life. I tell any friend I make that right now I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I give them clear instructions, I don't lie to people. I don't know how long I'll be staying here in Thailand. I'm not married to her, or, I mean, anything specific. I think we spend like pretty much every weekend together, and we spend like all the time together. She's the only girl I'm seeing right now, so whatever that means. However, I'm not married to her, and I don't know if I'll stay here in Thailand. I don't make promises I can't keep. If something happens in the future, naturally, then great. But I really don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I don't want to like lie to people. So if they're cool with that, they can hang out with me anytime. If not, then I'm back to the same spot as I was. I think this has got good. Oh, that's a great idea. TNB says, do you offer Zoom meetings one-on-one to help people with a Thai pass? I don't, but I should. So if anybody wants help with their Thai pass application, if they want me to just do it for them, if they want me to expedite the process of getting the Thai pass, feel free to message me. We can discuss details there. I can definitely offer those services because I've helped people get it in the past. I've got 2 Thai passes myself. I helped my friend, a Canadian friend that came here with me. I helped her get her Thai pass, and I know exactly what they're looking for, what they're not looking for, what they accept, what they don't accept. And yeah, I can help you with that. If you want, send me an email or something. Why am I running out of breath? What is that? Is that a monkey or a bird? Yeah, you're gonna hear some random noises. Like one time, someone told me there was like a frog, and I couldn't believe the type of sound that was coming out of this animal. Oh, interesting. So if you've never been to Thailand, be ready to hear some crazy stuff like that. Can I say shit on YouTube? I don't even know. Crazy shit. TNB, I am not in BKK right now. I am actually in Hua Hin. Actually, I'm in Sam Royat, a beach that's close to Hua Hin, about 3.5 hours away from Bangkok right now. I'm staying at this resort. I know there are new viewers, and I know some of you guys didn't press that like button. So please just press that like button because I want to see the 10 match the other 10. So right now it's 10 and 9. It's kind of uneven. let's make it 10 and 10. And if you haven't subscribed already, do so, because I'm gonna be doing this for a long time, guys. Oh, 10 and 10. Thank you for the like button. Anyways, I'm gonna do this. Shut up. Is that a bird or a monkey? Ah! Oh. Anyways, so I'm gonna go to other countries. Say fuck it's okay. Oh, David, thanks. Fuck that, David. F-U-C-K. This bird is annoying me. So yeah, after Thailand, I'm gonna go to another country, maybe Philippines, maybe Vietnam, maybe Cambodia, maybe Japan if they open up. I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life, I think. I love traveling. I'm gonna go to all kinds of places. I'm gonna share stories, share news. I'm gonna share my travels, foods, share the people I come across with, the people I meet, whatever. Next week's video, or in a couple weeks, I'm gonna show you guys an abandoned airplane I found on the way here. I don't think it's abandoned, but it's like an old airplane. It's got really, really cool things, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get inside that airplane, so keep an eye out for that one. Okay, more stuff. More questions. Guys, we're already at 50 minutes. I can't believe it. I'm having such a great time. Okay, so if nobody's gonna have anything to say, I'm gonna try to give you guys some more tips about living in Bangkok. More tips. So if you want proper internet and Wi-Fi services, I highly recommend AIS. They're the biggest and the best cell phone provider here. So AIS offering unlimited packages for only 300 baht, which is not bad. Imagine paying $9 US for unlimited internet, where you can do live streams or other things, watch Netflix, and not worry about data running out, because I know $9 is nothing compared to some prices in Canada and the US, which is like extortion, basically, how much they charge you for internet. If you guys, I'd love to know how much you're paying for your internet monthly bill. I bet you it's more than $9. I don't want to take up kids' play area. Okay, so we'll go for another 7 minutes if there's nothing here. Ali says, are they still doing the COVID 2-month extension? Thanks. Oh, good question. No, they are not doing the COVID 2-month extension. I mean, yes, they are, sorry. They're doing it up to March 25th. They're still doing a 2-week COVID extension. But if you already got once, you can't get it again. In my case, I already had the COVID extension once. They say you can't do it again, but I highly doubt it. If you just go to the immigration office, it's not very organized. I'm sure you can just pay them and get the two-month extension. Best way, the best answer, to go 1 week before your COVID, your visa is over, and ask them for the COVID extension. They're offering it for people up until March 25th. But if you already had your COVID, or if you're on a non-O or non-B or different kind of visa, then you can't apply for it, no. Is it easy meeting other foreigners? I'm nervous as a 60-year-old fart like me. So TNB says he's a 60-year-old fart. Bro, doesn't matter how old you are, if you fart, people here want to smell it, okay? So there's always going to be interest in you. There's all kinds of ways of meeting foreigners. You can go to a bar, foreigners everywhere. You can go to cafes, Starbucks, foreigners everywhere. You can download several different applications like Meetup or Facebook groups, expat groups. There's tons of groups, social media. If you're single, you can jump on Bumble, Tinder, freaking Grinder, whatever your thing is, and meet people like that. If, like right now, I'm surrounded by foreigners, it's easy to just start talking to somebody. Hey, where are you guys from? And they'll start talking to you. If you want to go to hostels, even if you don't stay there, you can just check out the cafe and meet people that way. And yeah, it's super easy to meet foreigners. And because whoever is here is already traveling, they're in a mindset of meeting people. They have a free mind, and don't worry about if you're 60 years old, if you're ugly, if you're fugly, if you look like me, whatever. Nobody cares about what you look like, as long as you're polite, confident, respectful, and not drunk out of your mind when you speak to them. People would love to have a conversation with you. But I know it's easier said than done. I know some of us are not as confident as this handsome fella like myself. Let's see, so Ali says, I'm planning on coming in early March on 60 days, so I can't. So yeah, if you're coming on a 60-day tourist visa and it's going to be 2 months after that, as of right now, no, you cannot. But if you're coming on a tourist visa for 60 days, you can extend it an additional 30 days, so a total of 3 months. And by then, who knows what the land borders are like and the Thai pass system and all that. So you might be able to just do a quick visa run by the end of April, May. So who knows, that's like 3 or 4 months away from now. But we'll see what things are like in that period of time. Oh, we got 17 viewers. Look at me. I'm famous. Just kidding. Let's see. We got somebody else here. No more questions. Okay, time to have a sip of water. I think I'm supposed to check out of this place right now, but who cares? I'll check out late. I think by 12, I'll check out at 1. I think they're okay with me leaving at 1. Ali says, cool, thanks. You're welcome. So, let's give you some more tips. Here's another tip. Bring some hot sauce. No, I'm joking. So, you know what's funny? Thailand is known for spicy food, but for some reason, their Thai sweet chili sauce is not very spicy. It's just very sweet. So what I do, I have a small bottle of Tabasco. When I go out eat, I just dump some Tabasco on top of that chili, mix it up, then it's a delicious flavor. I don't know, something random, but it's a tip. Because I got no more questions. So, TNB says, what's one thing that you hate about traveling other than the flight? So, one thing I hate about traveling is knowing that you're being scammed. So, like any country when you go, people are, of course, sometimes less fortunate than you are, and they're trying to make a living. I totally understand that. And it's not about $1 or $2, but when you know blatantly that you're getting ripped off, it's kind of a shitty feeling. You know, for example, I go to a park with a friend, or see a temple with a friend. She's Thai, she pays 0. Okay, I understand that. But instead of me paying 20, 30, 50, 100 baht, I'm paying 500 baht just to enter this temple. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm in their country, I respect their rules and their laws, but when you know someone is treating you differently just because you're a tourist and just to take advantage of you, it's kind of messed up. Or in Phuket, there's no meters on taxis. If you go to Phuket, good luck trying to get a decent taxi fare. There's a Phuket mafia involved. There's a whole thing about Phuket scams, Phuket taxi scams from airport to your hotel or within the city. A 10-minute ride will cost you 400 baht when in like Bangkok cost you maybe 60 baht. So those are the type of things that bother me when I travel. It's like blatant scams right in your face. Nobody cares. Just because you're a tourist, they're gonna take advantage of you. And it's kind of a shitty feeling because you come into the country, you're spending your money on the hotel and the restaurants and the bars, the clubs, transportation. You're contributing to people's jobs, and yet they still want just a little bit more, just a little bit more from you. So, next question. Jim says, bro, you keep it real, and it's great advice. Keep it up. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate the comment, and I try to keep it real. No point in me lying to you guys and make it seem like everything's always great, you know? Fernwood says, thanks for all the updates. Keep us updated. Yeah, of course. You're welcome. Do you have a car to get around? Mike, I don't have a car to get around because I don't need it. So in Bangkok, you don't need a car. Transportation is so cheap, you don't need a car. And the SkyTrain, the BTS system is so convenient. It's actually a lot faster than driving around because of traffic. Sometimes you simply hop on a train, pay 50 cents or $1 or whatever, $2. You get to where you want to go. Sometimes I use Grab or Bolt, which are like Uber here, but much more convenient, much faster. You don't have to like do anything. You simply put the address of where you want to go, address of where you want to get picked up. They send you a driver with a license plate. You get in, you know the exact price or about that price, so you know how much you're paying. You're not getting ripped off. I highly recommend using Bolt or Grab. I think someone just mentioned that here. Let me see. Oh yeah, so Fernwood says use Bolt in Phuket for transportation. Yeah, I could use Bolt, but even Fernwood, if you've been there, you know that even Bolt prices are increased, right? Inflated in Phuket. Not only that, depending on where you live, a lot of times people don't come to pick you up. So for example, when I was in Phuket, my resort was about 10 minutes away from the main area, and I had to, like, sometimes I had to wait an hour to get someone to come pick me up. So it's still a pain in the ass, right? So let's see. Aha. Sorry guys, there's kids laughing here, kids playing. TMB says, do you find difficult getting around without knowing the local language and not so popular tourist areas? No, that's luckily with the age that we're living in 2022, Google Translate, that'll get you anywhere. Like that thing will help you communicate. For example, I love som tam, like the papaya salad, but I don't like shrimp and I don't like egg. So if there's no picture and I don't want no shrimp and no egg, I can't speak the language. I simply type in no shrimp, no egg, and show the girl or the guy the message in Thai and on my phone. It's like, oh, okay, thanks, that's it. And that's all I need to know. Getting around is super easy here nowadays with all the apps that we have, all the Google Maps, all the Google Translate. Language is not a problem anymore. If anyone has trouble speaking, I think they need to reconsider, because communication any country is super easy. I've been to like 5 countries this year alone, and none of them were English speaking countries, and I got like to speak, yeah, totally fine. Yep. So for example, in Phuket, I use Bolt for like a probably a 10-minute ride. That 10-minute ride in Bangkok might cost me only 15 baht on top of the Bolt 35. So let's say 50 baht. In Phuket, it was triple or double, even on Bolts. So whatever they're doing, they know what they're doing, and there's always pieces of article, piece of article. There's always articles of news in Phuket about the scams with the taxis, and even the officials came out and said, yeah, it's kind of normal, and they didn't really clarify. They said it's the agreed upon price. They said everything except for mentioning to use a proper taximeter like normal places. In Phuket, the island, they know people are desperate. They know not everybody has a car or a motorbike, and they're taking real advantage of people when it comes to transportation, when it comes to taxis in Phuket. So try to use Bolt if you can. Moving on from this whole Bolt thing, so transportation is easy, or not easy in some ways, depending on how you think about it. But there was a guy that was shot dead in Phuket just yesterday or 2 days ago. Bam, bam, he's dead. Actually, a former Canadian guy was deported. He was from Vancouver, BC. A former gangster in Canada got deported, was found in Phuket dead 2 days ago, got shot to death 10 times. So yeah, that's something. Have you been lost before and your phone died? Ah, good question. TNB says, have you been lost before and your phone died? Yeah, I did. I just simply charged my phone. So my phone died. I went to a local shop person, and she was using a phone. And then I asked if I could charge my phone for like 5 minutes. She said, yeah, I did, and it worked out fine. People are super friendly here. The locals and the locals are super friendly. This is why this country is known as the land of smiles. People are lovely, but some people working in service industries, they can be trying to take advantage of you. Now, this is nothing new, really. If you've ever traveled before, unless you go to like a first world country, they may not. But even in Canada, Canada is also a great country, but try to get from the airport to somewhere else, and if they know you're new, maybe some people might try to take advantage of you. Maybe they may not turn on the meter or something. So scams are not unusual anywhere, but Thailand is noticeable, just like any other country. Turkey has full scams, so some places are just a little bit more organized, like Phuket, for example, when it comes to inflation and taxi and things like that. Questions. And that was it. So we're hitting an hour and 5 minutes. I'm gonna have a sip of water. We're gonna do an hour and 15 minutes or maybe longer. What do you miss most about Canada? Well, to be honest, aside from friends and family, some things I miss about Canada are really hard to... I miss Canadian... I don't know. I don't know what I miss about Canada. Not too much, to be honest. Aside from friends and family, I don't miss the cost of living. I don't miss the cold weather. I don't miss the 9 to 5 grind. I don't miss the materialistic things I have to have a decent life, like car, freaking cell phone, internet, luxury things. I don't miss having to like worry about money all the time. I don't miss what don't I don't miss anything. The only thing I miss, to be honest, is friends and family, and maybe sometimes the organization of things, the social services and things like that. But in my current life, I don't need those things, so it doesn't affect me directly. And sometimes having too many rules and red tape can be a problem. Just look at Thailand entry scheme, for example. That's the thing. Over here, people kind of turn the other way if you do something kind of illegal, like if you're driving on the wrong side of the road, but it makes sense because you live, like, I don't know. So I don't know what I miss, to be honest. I can't think of a specific thing I miss about Canada, unfortunately, aside from my friends and family. I don't miss life in Canada one bit, and I don't planning on going back unless I need to be there for some reason. Yeah, that's just honesty. I don't know. I feel kind of bad saying that, but it's true. Yeah, Fernway says you can find Tim Hortons in Bangkok. Yes, I can. Fernway, you're right. There is Tim Hortons in Bangkok. You could just order online as well. And not that Tim Hortons was that good anyway. It was watered down coffee. Yeah, Fernway says it happens in all countries, and that's what I was saying. It does happen anywhere. So just to know that, you know, Phuket and Thailand as a whole is a paradise is great. It's true. Everything's right. But sometimes, just sometimes, it's when it's like right in your face scamming, it's kind of gets annoying, and you're like, oh, one more scam. I'm gonna do a whole video with like top scams to watch out for. But if something seems to be too good to be true, it usually is. So for example, somebody was offering me a full day taxi ride and taking me to different places around Old Phuket town. And they were saying, oh, it's only 200 baht. Now that's pretty cheap when a boat taxi ride from here to there costs 100. So I said, okay, sure, why not? Where are we going? He said, oh, we're gonna go to the viewpoint. We're gonna go to here. We're gonna go to there. You're gonna see this and that. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna drive me all around? He's like, yeah. I'm like, 200 baht? He's like, yeah. I'm like, for two people? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, sure. And right when we were about to get into the tuk-tuk or whatever car he had, he's like, oh, but we have to stop by a market. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, local market, you can buy like jewelry. I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. He's like, no, you could come with me. I'm like, listen, I don't want to go to that market. He's like, okay, we'll go there for, I'm like, no, I don't want to go. And that's when I knew it was a scam, right? But they offer you a cheap price to do a full tour or full day or taxi service, but they take you to specific locations and pressure you and not force you, but really hardly insist on you buying something because they get a cut from it, obviously, right? So if they take you to like a tailor, right? They want to tailor your suit. I don't need a suit. I have a suitcase. I can't. Why do I need a suit? For what reason? And then they gotta try to sell me a suit for like 5 times the price, and that guy gets a cut from it, or like local jewelry or whatever the case is. So be sure to really like are direct and clear. Don't be shy. Don't be polite if you're Canadian or anywhere else. Just be direct at the beginning. Agree on some price, and then that's it. Another great question. Oh, TNB knows me perfectly. I wonder who this guy is or girl. TNB says, have you gotten sick from food or drink? Luckily, because I was a kid, I probably ate dirt. My body is like immune to this stuff. I've never been sick or anything from eating or drinking any food ever, really. I don't think I've ever had food poisoning or threw up. One time, but that was my own fault because I ate like a whole kilo of baby carrots. That's another story. TNB says, when was the first time you visited Thailand and what made you go back? The first time I visited Thailand, I think was 2012. It was with my friend, and initially I wanted to... Lisa says, bro, where you at? Looking good. Bro, where you at? I was expecting a phone call or text message, but I didn't hear from you, Lisa, so I just wanted to leave you alone. But you're the one looking good, looking all nice in those Thai dresses. I saw you and your man looking good in Ayutthaya. Anyway, so that... chicks. Fernway says chicks. In 2012, actually it wasn't chicks, surprisingly. You know, I like women, but I try not to like spend too much time chasing tail. I have a very structured, if people don't add value to my life, I usually don't bother. But in 2012, I was gonna go to Brazil for the World Cup, but unfortunately, my friends couldn't take time off at the time, so we changed plans and went to Thailand. And when I went to Thailand, the first night I fell in love with the place. We met some beautiful people. We went out to some like nice dinner. The food, everything just kind of hit me, and it was my first actual travel when I was independent with some money without having to worry about family or whatever. So I basically caught the travel bug, and ever since then I've been traveling kind of every year, and now at a full-time pace. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to go. Oh, hey there, hi there, how are you? Anyway, so that's what did it for me. Who else is all up in this chat? All right, guys, we got about 6 more minutes. What time is it? Let's see. Woohoo! Oh, we got half an hour. Whatever. We'll just talk as long as this phone is alive, as long as there's people here, as long as you guys are pressing that like button, subscribing. Why not? If there's demand for me, I'm gonna provide. I give what the people. I can't even say it. You know what I mean? I wonder if the wind has died down and if we can go to the beach. But I think I showed you guys that yesterday. Hey, I made it double. Yeah, Lisa knows. Lisa, you're right. I made it double-digit viewers. My initial goal doing live streams was to have at least 10 people watching this, but that was in Georgia. I didn't nobody care about Georgia. In Thailand, the other day, I hit 40 viewers at once. I was like, oh, this is nice. So now we have about 13 people watching this, and thank you guys for joining in. If you're just joining the channel right now, this video, I'm here in Samroyat Beach, about 30 minutes away from Hua Hin, about 3.5 hours away from Bangkok. I'm here at this beautiful resort with a friend. We're watching the sunrise in the morning, enjoying life, sitting in hammocks, spending the night watching the stars because you can't really see stars in Bangkok because of pollution, unfortunately. Checked out our night market, saw a beautiful airplane. What time do you usually get up? Are you getting better sleep when you live in Canada? So TNB says, what time do you usually get up, and are you getting better sleep than you did when you were living in Canada? Absolutely. So nowadays I wake up around 8 a.m. naturally without no alarm clock. And that is alone a reason for me not to live in Canada. For me not to wake up to an alarm clock is a dream come true. Imagine waking up naturally to whenever you want. Imagine not getting a headache when you wake up because the alarm is ringing. So imagine not commuting to work an hour and a half every day just so you can be angry on the way there and on the way back. So I'm waking about 8 a.m. in the morning. I watch some Stephen Colbert. I have some coffee, listen to some morning news. I check my social media stuff. I try to make a video in the day. I go to the gym, I go swimming, I have dinner. I do whatever I want, whenever I want, without having to worry about money, which is an amazing thing. And that's why I'm making these videos, guys, trying to like really actually kind of motivate you guys. If you're stuck in a BS job and if you're young enough, what are you doing there? Get up, do something different. You don't got to be there, right? And life is beautiful. Look at COVID. It made everybody realize, maybe this is not the type of life I want to live. Maybe this job isn't for me. Because you can spend the rest of your life doing something you hate and still not be happy, right? So, or you can risk it and try something that you love. Anyways, that's the whole other motivational thing that you guys can talk to me about. TNB says, what was the motivational point of you leaving Canada? What was the turning point? It was the grind. I'll be honest. Like I'm getting older, right? I feel like I'm getting older. I'm like in my 30s now. And I felt like I always thought to myself, when I'm older, I want to do this. When I'm older, I want to do that. One day I'm like, hey, I am old. Like this is it. I'm living now. If I don't do it now, when can I do it? Every day I'm giving my time to somebody. 8.5 hours of my day with drive, probably 10 hours of my day. I was going to work. I was coming home, taking a shower, eating something, and I had like 1 or 2 hours to myself. Why? This is my life. I shouldn't give it to somebody else. What are some digits into my bank account? Like, why do I need all these luxurious things? And I made some investments that paid off, so I highly recommend you guys buying a house. If you're in a position to buy a house, no matter how expensive it is, it's gonna make life easier for you in the future. Buy a house, put your money where it works for you, rent it out, get somebody to pay for your mortgage. You can travel the world in 5 or 6 years. That rent money alone will be enough for you to live abroad. And whenever you wanna go ahead and like get back to Canada, whichever country you want, you can sell your house, invest it, buy it, live, whatever, right? So make your money work for you. That's what rich people do. They don't work for money, they make the money work for them, right? So if you have a little bit of money, invest it properly, get some returns and live off of that nonsense. Why am I talking so fast? Let's see, what else is next? So Fernway says, what country is next? So I'm gonna do like a poll maybe on the site so you guys can help me. I'm thinking right now as things stand, if everything is the same in the 6 weeks, I might go to Cambodia, I might go to the Philippines, and I might go to Vietnam. I know Vietnam is opening at the end of March, maybe April. If it's open by the time I leave here, I would like to go to Vietnam. If not available, Cambodia. If that's not a thing, the Philippines. If hopefully, if Japan opens, then I would love to go to Japan and go there first. And eventually, once I do the whole Southeast Asia tour, I'm gonna go ahead and try to go to Latin America. And by that point, I'm gonna try to be fully independent, fully retired, fully not working, so I can go ahead and really focus on making YouTube videos, YouTube content. And yeah, I think things are gonna be good for me in the future for sure. And you guys can join me, follow me, whatever. You guys can live through me. I love sharing these stories with you guys. Okay. What do we got? 75 minutes, so that's an hour and 15 minutes. We got 15 more minutes, guys. Ask away your questions, comments, concerns. Let me know where you're living. What are you doing? What's your job? What's your dream? Share that with me. Who else are you gonna talk to? I mean, you're sitting on the couch anyways. You might as well leave a comment. Don't be shy. Make your footprint on the internet. My nose is itching. There's a lot of kids here. Do I want a kid? Do you guys have kids? Who's got kids? Who's sick? Let's see. Who is next? Dan B. Hello, Dan B. Dan B says, hello from freezing cold Ottawa. Boo, Ottawa. Anyway, I think retiring in September this year, looking at Panama. Ooh, Panama and the Philippines. Okay, let's get into this. I like this. So let me go ahead and read that comment again. Okay, so Dan B says, freezing cold from Ottawa. He's looking to retire in September this year, looking at Panama, Philippines, and Thailand. I do need a place where I can golf and not too expensive. Okay, so very good. Dan B is retiring in September. He's considering either Philippines, Panama, or Thailand. Golfing, I know Thailand's got some beautiful golf courses, especially in Hua Hin actually, or Phuket, any place really. Panama I've never been to, but I've never heard anything negative about Panama. The Philippines, I lived there for 8 months. So guys, I highly recommend the Philippines based off what I know. Number one, they speak English. Number two, it's just like Thailand as far as beautiful beaches, islands, water, scuba diving, swimming, fishing, all that. And mostly, another thing is cost of living is similar, if not a little bit even cheaper. So, Philippines is a great option because it's a former U.S. Colonized place, and they speak English. So when people speak English, you can express yourself, you can do things, you can meet people, and I think the Philippines is even easier to make friends if you're single. So I recommend that. TNB says, does the honeymoon phase wear off traveling? Great question. TNB, man, these are like journalist type questions. I like it. So TNB says, does the honeymoon phase fade while traveling? For me, no, because why? The things that I'm interested in. For example, I'm interested in food. Food is always evolving. Food is never ending. Food is everywhere. Food is different localized places. So for me, things are very exciting. Another thing for me, I'm single. So for me, if I want to make friends, it's never changing, right? So it's never like I'm not spending too much time with the same person that I might like bore me or something, you know? So, or I guess that could be the opposite, right? So maybe you want to travel with a loved one, which is even better. So imagine sharing new experiences with someone that you love and you care about, right? So that's even better. And everything's always evolving, and it's not the same thing anywhere. And there's so many countries in the world. How could you possibly be bored? The honeymoon phase will never, like, it's always going to be there for me. I'm always going to feel the same way about traveling, if not probably even better in the future. So, yeah, golf isn't too expensive. I mean, compared to Canada and the US, definitely not. So Fernwood says we are planning to Thailand, Cambodia, Siem Reap, and Vietnam over the next 9 months. Fernway, all of those countries are beautiful. I've been to all of those places. Siem Reap is a wonderful place, once in a lifetime kind of viewing. It's excellent. Vietnam, people are different. The food is a little bit different. Vietnam is an amazing place. I love Vietnamese coffee. Vietnamese coffee culture is huge. And Vietnamese people kind of leave you alone. I mean, the people that I dealt with, the people that I was around, they're very genuine. They're very beautiful. They're very hospitable. Vietnamese people don't get enough credit, I think, and of course there's some bad things about Vietnam, but most people, if you're nice to them, they're nice to you, and yeah, that's that. What's next? A lot of questions coming in now. I like it, I like it, I like it. Looks like a lot of us in this chat, we should do a meetup hosted by Alex. Of course, let's do it. Let's do a meetup. Who's down? Because I'm down to clown. Let's meet up somewhere. Come to Bangkok. We'll rent out a restaurant or somewhere. We'll do a meetup. We could all just like have a fun day, sharing life stories, sharing travel stories, and let me know when you guys are available. What's next? Dan says, have you had any Canadian banking issues? Do you use Wise, I assume, Remedy or OFX or other? Dan, okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little about money. Money is really important when you're traveling, right? So right now, if you withdraw money from the ATM, it costs about 220 baht, and that's the standard across any ATM. I found one ATM machine was 150 baht, which, okay, let's say you save $3 on the ATM fees, but what I do, I withdraw money at 20,000 baht. That's about 650 US dollars at a time. I usually do that maybe twice a month. So I'm spending 440 baht on just transaction fees by using my credit card. That allows me for only about $12 a month I'm paying in transaction fees, but I don't have to worry about anything else. No transferring, no nothing. I simply use a credit card with zero annual fee, zero foreign exchange rate fee, and zero foreign transaction fee or something. I'm using the Home Trust Visa, so it's perfect for a traveler like myself, and they give you even better rates than the Google exchange rate. So I'm not getting ripped off on exchange rates. I'm not getting ripped off by using it abroad. The only thing I'm paying is like cash advance fee and the ATM fee, which you can't escape. But that allows me to not have to open up a bank account in any country or anything, and because I only do it twice a month, it's perfect. And whenever I use my credit card abroad, I don't pay anything extra because international credit card. So I recommend, if you want to do it that way, if you're traveling, if you're not retiring abroad somewhere permanently, you don't need to open a bank account. You can simply just use your credit card for cash advances and make sure that it gives you good rates and has no annual fee or foreign transaction fees. That's what I do, it's the best option right now, because even if you use Western Union or some of these other places, you lose a lot of money in exchange rate, right? So sure, you may not pay the $12 cash advance fee, but you might pay $20 or $40 in transaction fee, because the exchange rate is much lower than what I'm paying at the ATM. But no banking issues. I use online TD banking app. I send and receive money easily. I even deposit checks. Everything's good. TNB says, if someone is having a hard time making that jump to live a lifestyle like yours, what would you say to them? Hey, perfect question. TNB says, if someone is having trouble making a jump from what they're doing to what I'm doing, for example, this lifestyle, what would I say to them? I would say to them, what are you waiting for? You have one life to live, right? You're already like 35 or maybe even 40 years old. When do you want to live your life? When you're retired, when you have no energy? Money's always there to be made, but you can't make time. Once you lose your time, it's gone. So right now, I've used an hour of my time with you guys, right? Now, I can't get that back, right? But I can go ahead and make $10 or something, right? I can go ahead and make $20. I can go ahead and make $100. I can make money, but I can't make an hour. It's done, it's dealt with. So my suggestion to those that are waiting to make this jump, I'm saying, what are you waiting for? Like, what has to happen in your life where you're like, okay, I'm ready now? You haven't won the lottery. You're a normal person. This opportunity is going to be like once in a lifetime. And I'm not talking about Eminem. I'm serious. Like, things are going to come up in your life. If not now, later on, there might be financial issues. Later on, there might be family issues. There's always going to be a reason for you not to do something. There's always going to be something for you to make you like nervous, and you want to be safe in life. Of course, you want to be responsible, but things will work out eventually. Like, I don't have zero issues. I've been traveling two years full time without any issues. Life is great because I'm living it. You should live it too. Like, why would you give your time to a company that just puts a couple digits in your bank account, makes you feel safe, gives you 2 days off a week? So on Friday, okay, I'm tired. Saturday you have 1 day, and Sunday you're worrying about going back to work on Monday. And you try to meet your friends. Oh, this is the place with the bugs, I forgot. Honestly, if you're having trouble, just remember things are gonna work out. That you are more than you think. You're more capable than you think. You're stronger. You can make it through anything. And if you're worried about having kids in the future and what would they have, is they're gonna have your life experiences to fall back on. They're not gonna be like disabled. They're gonna be able bodies. They're gonna take care of themselves. They're gonna be fine. And if you buy a house, that's gonna be their nest egg. That's gonna be their investment. That's gonna be generational wealth passed on from time to time. So I think, don't wait, just do it. What are you waiting for? Just do it. Do it right now. So, what's next? What's next? Meetup sounds good. Yes, it does. Let's do it. So, great banking info. Thanks. What was the Canadian credit card again? It's called Home Trust Visa. I don't think it's Canadian. I think it's US, but I just linked it to my Canadian TD bank account. So what I do is simply pay it off whenever. So they have online banking. Everywhere's online banking, right? So I got the Home Trust Visa. It has all zero everything, and it's great. So whenever I have to withdraw money, I use my credit card. I withdraw money, and then I go to my TD bank account and I make that payment to that credit card, which is always keeps at zero, so I don't lose any money on interest fees and things like that. And it's worked out great for me. So I really recommend Home Trust Visa. I think it's a US company. And that's it, guys. So let's do another 6 minutes. I think Palm is like getting bored up there by herself. I think she's like, I don't know what she's doing, but. How about this? Actually, I don't know if the likes are gonna do anything, but hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm gonna cry if you don't. I'm just joking. I think maybe I can do like, oh, such kids. There's so many kids here. I don't know if I want a baby. Anyways, back to the conversation about life. Hey, life is short. Look at this pandemic. We just wasted 3 years of our lives waiting for this to be over so we can travel. People ask me, hey, why are you traveling during the pandemic? I'm like, why aren't you traveling during the pandemic? The virus is everywhere. It's not like it's only in Thailand or only in Canada. This thing is everywhere, guys. So, plus I'm probably one of the safest people because I'm getting tested all the time while I'm traveling, you know? And I've been vaccinated. So why do I have to worry about COVID as long as, like, right here, there's nobody around me. That's why I'm not wearing a mask. So I'm not worried about that stuff. Just be safe, use your common sense. If you have no health conditions, or you're senior or something, then maybe just travel anyways. TNB said, would you consider doing a 7-Eleven video? I would do it. I just don't know if there's going to be enough interest in it. I will do one because 7-Eleven here is popular. You can see a 7-Eleven inside a 7-Eleven. It's like Tim Hortons in Canada. They're everywhere. The 7-Eleven is very popular here. They have everything from like food to snacks to everything you can imagine. It's really popular, so I'm going to do a 7-Eleven video. I'll tell you guys exactly what $10 can buy. Yeah, 7-Elevens are epic in Southeast. Actually, convenience stores are very big here. I heard Japan's convenience stores are really, really cool. So I can't wait to go there, hopefully, and I'll see if I could do a Japanese convenience store video. But I'll do a 7-Eleven video here so you guys can see what you can buy for $10. I think it'll surprise many of you guys. All right, 4 more minutes. Keep them coming. Ba, 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 ba. Anything else? Nope. We're losing people. We should be gaining people. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, what time is it in your countries? Where are you guys living at? Everybody here Canadian? I haven't seen anybody from a different place. I think someone's here American. Dan says, a financial planner I saw a little while ago said people wait too long to retire. If you're 60, you have been alive for 22,000. Average age, male, around 80. So you might have about 7,500 days to live. Damn, Dan B, that's a great way of saying it. TNB, did you hear that? Dan says that people have about 22,000 average. So yeah, according to Dan and his financial planner, you only have 7,500 days to live if you retire at 60. Is that what you really want to do? To live only 7,000 more days in a retirement? Just do it now. Like, you're going to be capable. You're going to do whatever you want in the future. Do it. Just retire. Buy a house. Are fruits as good as fruits in Canada? Thailand fruits are really delicious. They're sweet, they're juicy, they're big, they're ripe. Mangoes, anything you could. And there's some unique fruits here too I've never tried. I like some, but not most. Dan B said he just burnt 365 days. Yeah, it's sucky. Dan, you are right, unfortunately. Yeah, Dan is right. He's a man that he knows he wants to retire. He's tired of working. And he should be too. Work is for suckers. Like we are in the... Ah! Ah! It's freaking me out. Bugs all over me. What is happening? But that one was huge. I don't even know what that was. I just dropped the phone, so I hope you guys are all right. I mean, you guys didn't get hurt. Why did I feel like I dropped you guys? Bro, that bug was huge. These trees be holding some kind of weird bugs. TNB says, before you leave Thailand, can you eat bugs and scorpions? TNB, how about this? I will not eat bugs and scorpions, but I think I will consider eating some sort of animal meat that I've never eaten before. So check the channel, next video by the end of this week. I'm going to do a video of me traveling to some unique markets, and I'm going to show you guys something I ate. Chasing Maverick, sorry bro, you're joining late. I think I'm going to be here for another 2 or 3 minutes, so ask any questions you have. Not much. I'm just here in Hua Hin or in Sam Royat Beach, 30 minutes from there, about 3.5 hours from Bangkok, enjoying this beautiful resort. It was the size of a horse. I felt like it. It scared me. I don't like these things all up in my body. I'm too much of a pussy. I don't like it. Have you tried crocodile? Hey, good guess. So that's what I'm gonna do. Next week I'm gonna try crocodile, TNB. I'm not gonna try scorpions or bugs, but I will eat crocodile for you. And I'm gonna make my way back up to the room, guys. So you guys have about like another minute or so. Ask any questions that you have, any comments. Let me see if there's anything else. So Dan B's been painting for the past week, planning on selling in spring. Good job, Dan. I really support you retiring, bro. Do whatever you want in life. Life is short, retire, live happily, go golfing, enjoy the hard-earned years of your life. You work so hard, you deserve it. And Chasing Maverick says he tried horse meat, was delicious. see. TNB, I appreciate your questioning, man. You got this video up to over an hour and a half by asking all these great questions. So thank you, TNB, for asking these questions. And everybody else, Dan, good luck with your retirement. Chasing Mavericks, sorry, buddy, you came in a little late. This was a spontaneous live stream once again, so I apologize. I didn't give you more advance notice. And who else is here? Fernway, thank you. Joni, thank you for asking all the questions. Fernway as well. Thomas, as usual. Jim. Everybody. If I didn't mention you by name, there's too many people here. Curtis. Dan says, I do work in government, don't have full pension, but sanity more important. Sanity is more important. I will enjoy my day chasing Mavericks. I will enjoy my day. I'm going to go into the beach. We're going to go swimming. We're going to go all around this town. I might even do a live stream later on from the market or something. I don't know, whatever. Because my name is Alex, and you guys can live through me. It's a beautiful day here, and I'm going to share more with you guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you want to show your support for the channel, I know most of you guys subscribed anyways, but just hit that button if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of my day. Thanks, Thomas. See you guys next time. Sawadee Kap. Bye.